Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa. I'm a first time YouTuber, so please tread lightly. Um, this is my first video, so I know I'm going to say too many times, and I apologise in advance for that, but I'm not used to this whole voicing into my bare empty room. So I have been scrapbooking for more than 20 years. A couple of years ago, I got a little bit sick of it and stopped and started a different hobby. That'd be 2018 now, and then I kind of in 2019 decided, oh, let's get back into it and we'll try it out again, try something different, to try and reignite the spark for scrapbooking. I kind of lost love with the 12 by 12 pages I've been previously doing, so I picked back up and I started with pocket scrapbooking or Project Life. A friend of mine had been doing it for a while, and so I thought I'd give it a try, and in a very short period of time I caught up all of my 2017 and 2018 albums. I pretty much did it in a couple of months. I did the whole lot, and then I in the in that time did 2019 as well. So I'm a little bit behind for 2020 at the moment. I do keep a record of the photos I'm taking and how I'm planning them out and everything, but the actual printing and composing of the pages can take a little while. So here I am, I'm jumping in. It's now about week 11 or 12, and I'm doing a week 5 layout. This one's been looking at me for ages, and because the colours just weren't great, I was having a hard time working out how to do it. So you saw me flicking through some cards, picking out some cards at work. So some of these actually are from Scrap Gals, and I'm a subscriber, and they have a special where you can actually download content. They do journal cards, different things like that each month. And so over the last few months, I've just downloaded my favourites and put them all on a sheet and printed them out, and here I am trying to use some of them. So you've seen me using some stamps there. One was a citrus twist stamp, the first one that said week. I didn't stamp it very well, so I stamped over the top. It's not very good, but it'll do. I just don't care at this stage. And then the number stamps that I had, the alphabet number stamps, I'm not actually sure where that came from. Somebody was selling a big bunch of stamps on Facebook, so I bought it, and it didn't come with us who it belonged to. Here you can see me, I'm trying to do my journaling to fit in those boxes, to go over the top of the currently prompts, and then I realised I'd actually printed it too close. The line spacing wasn't big enough. So I go back to my computer, open up the line spacing a little bit, reprint it again, and here I will print it out and then cut it all out. So this video has been sped up 4 times just to try and save you the hassle of watching it in real time, because it would be very slow and boring. I struggled with this layout. It's not one that really sparked joy or anything for me, so it was just a matter of getting it done, not getting it perfect. And at the end I actually take photos and think I'm done, and I find that actually videoing whilst doing it, I'm not scrapbooking my normal way. I feel pressured. So I'm just going to try and start learning how to video and learn how to edit and stuff, and then just put in bits and pieces and just do longer videos or something, or shorter videos, and stake them all on. My son's just taught me how to do iMovie, so it's all a work in progress. I don't know what I'm doing. I use a Samsung phone to video all of this, and then I've got to transfer it from my Samsung phone to my son's old MacBook Air to get it onto iMovie to then edit and upload. So it's a long slow process, but so far, at least it's one more Project Life on YouTube, trying to get people doing a bit more Project Life. So here you can see I've printed out all my journaling. I'm usually a very, word heavy scrapbooker. I journal a lot. This one I've only got 7 lines of journaling, because I wanted to contain it just to that little box, those little boxes. So I managed it, and so I've got liquid glue there in the fine line bottle, but my method of choice is actually how you can see I'm just using double-sided tape and attaching it on. I find that it allows me to move it around a bit, so I can go back. The fifth line here you'll see is a bit off to the right. I can actually pull it back and get it straight again. If I do it straight away, if I leave it a bit longer, not so lucky. So here I'll just keep fiddling and fiddling until I find the balance that seems to work for me. I don't know that it's necessarily right balance, but it's just what feels better, I guess. So here I often throw out my plastic pockets that I've chopped off. So I cut down a 12 by 12 page and made it a 9 by 12. I mix up all my layouts in a 12 by 12 album. I like variety big time. I hate getting stuck. I could never be a design A scrapbooker. Never have been and never will be. So I'll have a mixture of 6 by 12s or design H with a design U next to it. Next page will be an L and then a D and then an A. So anyone who's uses the Becky Higgins Project Life protectors will know what I'm talking about. This currently is a design A, and I'm in the spots that are 4x6 landscapes. All of them actually, yeah they are. All of them are 3x4 pictures that I've printed and just stuck together. On the other side I have used 4x6s, so I've got a very long-winded way of planning out how I place them all so that the fronts and backs coincide and all match up, but that's a whole other video. So here I am, I'm writing out and worked out that it's actually 2 months that I need to cover for this week 5, so it goes from January to February. So I've done that, and now I've just realised that there aren't enough number 2s, so I think I need a 2 for 27 and for number 2 of Feb. So I can't obviously use those, so I sit there wondering, not working out how I'm going to do it. In the end, I'm actually just going to give up and just write it in because I get fed up. If I wasn't videoing, I think I would have come up with another choice. I would have stamped again. I would have done something. But I just feel like it's almost like I feel like I have to rush for a video. Like if I don't have everything there and sitting by the table, I'm not organised. So this might be a little bit difficult, but we'll see how we go. I'm sure I'll get better at videoing and doing voiceovers, everything in the future. So here I am fiddling around still, trying to get stickers on. So on some of these, the photos are actually still in the protector. So I think all the photos in the bottom 2/3 of the are still in the protectors. So I actually find that easier in laying stickers on to see where they sit, and so that they don't attach to the photo where they'll never be moved again. And I can play around with positioning and stuff. So here I decide, yep, I'm going to do that. Then I've realised I put on crooked, and then it's like tough. As soon as it stuck to that photo, it was stuck. So I just use a bit of washi on the back to attach the 2 pictures together so that they stick behind. I don't bother sticking them to the back of the photo behind. I don't really care that much. And what am I doing now? That's right, I was trying to find another embellishment, something just to finish off the pages a bit. So I fiddle around and I found this old freckled fawn, very, very old embellishments and stuff that, I'm trying to use up stuff that I've had sitting around for a long time. So I thought, if I just, add some more words and some basic embellishments just to help finish off the page, I think, that sounds like a good idea. And then at the end I take photos of what I think is a finished page, and then I decide, no, it needed a little bit more, so I threw some wood veneer on. The wood veneer, you'll see the photo at the end. Some of them are stuck under the page protector on the photo, and some are on top of the page protector, because I did the same trick where I stuck them on the page protector thinking I'd be able to move them again, and some of them didn't move. So I don't really care. Progress, not perfection. Isn't that what they say? Progress, not perfection. So getting the page done, getting some more embellishments stuck down, finishing it off. I'm happy with the position of all of those. And you'll see now, this actually isn't a design A. It's one of those panoramic ones where Becky Higgins has got so the other side of this layout is a design A with the flap that flips out as well. So I've started the page that's behind this one. It's actually week 4, and I haven't embellished or anything, so I kind of, I'm just, I'm not showing that page. That's not really the page I've done. That's still a work in progress. I've just picked up, this is the first week I'm doing, and I thought I'll just give it a try and see if I can do video to match, and maybe then I can go back and finish some other pages or do some flip throughs or whatever people might be interested in. So same, sticking the cards together just so that they don't slide together in the album. On the bottom photos, all three of my boys are represented, so I stick their little initial next to each one so that you can tell on the racquetball court which one's which. And yep, just to keep adding my little embellishments, chop off any little dangly bits that are hanging off. We're nearly coming to the end. This one I'm trying to find a way to do those numbers. Get a pen, write it, it's easier. Not ideal, but it'll do. In a different world I would have done something fancier. So that pretty much is the page done, or so I thought, until I go through and decide to add some wood veneers. I added about 5 wood veneer just to try and finish it off. Thanks for watching.